Hello, this is Jorge Herrera, and it's been a while that I don't stream. I was helping in the elections. I helped in early voting, and that's about 12 days. So that uh, took a lot of time. And then after that, I had issues with uh, my pilot license training. The airplane that I was flying got broke, so I had to look for an alternative. And this past Sunday, I was flying with a friend. I went to Coffee and Donuts that they do every Sunday uh, at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I asked one of the friends if he would give me a ride. And he said, "Well, we can do it now if you're ready." So I said, "Yeah, let's go." The only thing is, it was very windy. It was about 15, 18 miles per hour, which goes to maybe 22. The good thing is that the wind was directly aligned with the runway. The runway is 1836, and the wind was about it was about 350. I mean, from 350, about 15, 18 knots. So anyway, he owns an RV4. What a nice, strong airplane. Well, maybe it's because he put a 180 horsepower Lycoming engine on this airplane. So it's very, it has a lot of power. So we were flying there, and I said, "Well, uh, from Colombia, I really didn't get too much training in aerobatics. So I've done like half turns and chandelles and stalls with kind of initiating a spin, but not really doing several turns on the spin, just kind of the entrance to the spin, and then we recover. So I asked if we could do a loop, and yeah, well, yeah, we can do it. So he did it, and then he did a couple of barrel rolls. So he made a roll to the left and then a roll to the right. And well, you experience a lot of G's on this maneuver. So that was all I did. And we continue flying, but it was bumpy. So I wanted to tell you that because it's part of what I'm doing. But I also wanted to talk about what happened with all those flights that were canceled because of the government shutdown. So I was talking to a friend of mine that he lives in a couple of airplanes, so he's related to aviation too. And we were talking about the issue of all those flights canceled. And he actually mentioned it. It really makes a lot of sense. He said, well, the airlines didn't need to close to cancel all their flights. They could just uh, volunteer paying the salaries or give bonuses to all that personnel of air traffic control directly involved with air traffic that that lost their job because of lack of resources from the government. But the airlines, they lost millions of dollars with all those flights canceled. But if you figure that main tower, in every main tower, like like Hobby in Houston or the international uh, Airport, or airports like in Atlanta or Kennedy Airport or LaGuardia in New York, that they have. Those are very busy airports, so they probably have a good amount of controllers. But let's say that they have what, 20 controllers, 20 people working per day. And if you figure that every one of those controllers make how much an hour? $200 an hour? Well, let's go $300 an hour. And they work 8 hours or 10 hours. They work 10 hours, so that's actually, since that job is so hard, maybe they don't even work 8 hours. Maybe shift of 6 hours or some. So, but let's make weird that it's 10 hours. So $300 per hour for 10 hours. That's $3,000 per controller. And if they have 20, that's $60,000 per day. And in 40 days, that's 600,000 plus 4. That's 2 million. That's 2,400,000, I believe, that they would spend in one airport. Let's say that Southwest has to pay 2.4 millions to Hobby to keep all those controllers working. And the same with United Airlines and the International Bush Airport, in also here in um, in Houston, so they would pay 2.4 million. I think that's way more better, way much better than losing 20, 30 million with all those flights canceled. So if any major airline that they basically own certain airports, I think Delta basically is the main airline in Atlanta, Georgia, and in the airport in Atlanta. So they spend 2.4 million there, but save 18, 25, 28 million. So I think that was really lack of vision of those airlines. I don't know if there is something that prohibits them to voluntarily agree to give a bonus or to donate to the air traffic controllers so they can keep working and they can keep flying. They can keep their flights. I think that's a tremendous solution. Well, as you see or you heard, the shutdown is coming to an end because the Democrats couldn't couldn't continue with their force. They were really hurting the American people. So it's time to uh, reopen the government and help and help the people that genuinely uh, work for the government and are contributing to the functioning of the government. And I'm pretty sure that Trump took advantage of the lockdown to get rid of non-essential government workers, because all that does is increase our debt, and in a very inefficient way that increases our debt. So if you have any comments, please put it on the video that you're watching, and we can have a conversation. This is Jorge Herrera, and I'll talk to you next time.